Good morning and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I've just got a whole bunch of updates about things today. I've got some stuff to show you, including some stuff out of my garden. I've got a couple packages to open that I'm just going to open on camera. And I'm going to let you know what I've been doing and kind of what's coming up. So the last couple weeks, I had a friend from out of town who stayed with me for like 10 days. Hi, Whiskers. And so I wasn't really doing any filming because I was busy, hanging out with her, and we had a nice time. Today I had to take a friend's cat to the vet because she had to work. The cat had kittens a few days ago, and unfortunately none of the kittens survived. They were really premature. Like they hardly had any hair and stuff. They were not full-term kittens. So unfortunately they didn't make it, but Mama made it, so that's good. So that's the friend that I've got my vegetables growing in buckets in her backyard. So while I was there, I checked on my vegetables, and I'm going to show you what I got. First of all, I got a handful of plantain out of her yard because I use it for all kinds of stuff, and she's got lots of it growing there, so I did. I got a couple banana peppers. Now, Sassy, that's just not going to work. You got to move. I got a couple banana peppers, which I'm excited about. And I also got like a handful of beans. So it's not as many beans as I'd like to have yet. But anyway, that's what I got out of the garden. Hi, Sassy. I know, I let you out of the bathroom for this, so you better be good. So another, hang on a second, I'm going to go lock Sassy in the bathroom because she's going to bug me. Okay, now that Sassy's not climbing on me and getting into my vegetables, another friend of mine who watches this video, watches my channel, sent me some groceries, including a box of crackers, which I already ate, and this, it's a Velveeta Skillets one-pan dinner kit, Whiskers. And so it's like a hamburger helper kind of, except it's Velveeta, so that's got to be good. And I have some more stuff that came today, and I think it might be more groceries. I think Michelle sent this after I did the video where I was talking about how we didn't get as much from the food pantry this month. And I'm going to go ahead and open this and see what we got. This came today. Okay. We got Armour Vienna sausages. And I think it is from Michelle. Let me check and make sure. That's from Michelle. Oh, Michelle's from Alaska. I didn't even know that. She said love from Alaska on the card. I did not know she was from Alaska. She said she tried to find a grocery store near me that would deliver, but of course there is none because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Oh, lovely. All right. And I got a case of Propel with electrolyte. It's kiwi strawberry. So that's wonderful. And that sounds like a good flavor too. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. That's excellent. So I appreciate that very, very much. That's really helpful. Money has definitely been tight these days. So one of the reasons money's tight these days is because I've been saving for my new service dog, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. If you don't know, my service dog, Isaac, passed away back in May. And I'll put a link to a couple videos down in the description about things Isaac did for me and how he was helpful. I think there's a video that's got some clips of him picking up things and maybe turning on the lights for me, or I don't remember exactly what things I put in the video, but him doing things that were helpful. And so I have a new service dog. Her name is Sasha. I don't have her here now. She's still a puppy. She's being trained by a professional trainer who's in Florida. But I'm raising money, and so of course I'm putting money into savings for Sasha. And I have a couple different fundraising things that are going on. One is a friend set up a GoFundMe for me. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description if you want to check that out. And then the other thing is a friend of mine is setting up an auction on Facebook that's going to be happening August 1st and I think the 2nd. I think it's going to go for 2 days, but I can't swear to that because I'm not in charge of all the details. But people have donated items. There's still time if anyone's interested in donating something. You can send me a message at littleapartmentontheprairie@yahoo.com, and I'll put that information down in the description. And also a link to the auction on Facebook. There's some information on Facebook right now about the auction. You can't actually bid on anything yet because it doesn't start till August 1st, but you can find out more about it, and that's all to raise money for my service dog. I've talked in videos before about why service dogs are so expensive. It's because they get about 18 months of training, and it's not that hard if you know what you're doing, which I don't, but it's not that hard to train a dog to do things like sit and stay and come, or even to do things like turn on lights, or get, like Isaac used to get the laundry out of the dryer for me. And that impresses people a lot when they see a dog doing it, but it's not really that hard to train a dog to do. What's hard to train a dog to do is the public access part. It's hard to train a dog how to behave in public so that it doesn't, so that you can go into a restaurant and the dog's not like trying to eat food off the table or bothering other customers in some way. That's the part that's really hard to train, and it takes a lot of work to train a dog. Even if the dog knows how to sit or lay down or whatever, it takes a lot of work to train the dog to do those things in a place like a restaurant where there's lots of people around and food and stuff that distracts the dog from doing what it normally would be trained to do and be able to do easily. It's easy to do something, especially if you're going to get a treat at the end, in your living room. It's harder to do it in a crowded public place, especially when there may not be treats as rewards all the time. So anyway, I'm going to put all that information down in the description. Coming up in the next couple weeks, I have that stand mixer that Lori sent me. And I got that like shortly before my friend got here from out of town, so I haven't actually tried it out yet, and I want to try it, especially the dough hook, because I think it's going to make it so much easier to make bread. So I'm going to try that out sometime soon, and I'm going to go ahead and film that. You can watch me not knowing what I'm doing, trying to figure it out. There's some more foraging for stuff I want to do. In August, I'm going to get a bunch of peaches. The Lions Club where I live does this fundraiser every summer where they go to Colorado and bring back a big truck full of peaches. And you can order like 25-pound boxes of peaches really cheap, or cheaper than if you bought them in a store. Plus, they're better than if you bought them in the store. Move, Whiskers. So I have 50 pounds of peaches coming in August. I'm going to I do a peach vanilla jam that's really good, so I'm going to film that. And I also make peach pit jelly, which doesn't actually have peach pits in it. You make it, it's like apple scrap jelly. You make it with the skins and the parts of the peach that you normally wouldn't eat. So you can throw the pits in there too, but then you strain them out. You basically boil the stuff so you get a peach flavored juice. And then that's what you make the jelly with. So I'm going to make that, and I'll film that. I do have some more foraging I want to do, so I might film that. And I've got a bunch of stuff that's like soaking in jars of almond oil or vodka that, I'm going to use for various things. And I need to strain all that and sort out what I've got and figure out what I need to make and just get that all organized. At some point when I get my apartment clean, I'm going to do an apartment tour, but that might be a little while, so don't hold your breath waiting for that one. But anyway, that's some of the stuff that's coming up. I'd love to hear what you've all been up to, and I will see you again soon.